Well, thanks for checking out this pitch clip for a feature film project that could be shot on the Gold Coast called Ironheart. And it's all inspired by the true story of Iron Man Jackson Maynard, who overcame cancer. And then just when he was about to reach his dream of competing against the best in the world, this happened.
My heart rate just went straight to like 200. I was like, far out, I'm unfit, and I got like 4 weeks of the series. My heart was at like 200 beats all day, and it was so uncomfortable, I was just struggling. So I went to the hospital. I got diagnosed with WPW, which is Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome. And then basically 2 weeks later I was in hospital again, having an ablation on my heart.
Yeah, so it's an amazing true story and the perfect character to be inspired by in a fictionalized version on the big screen. Never giving in and chasing the dream, as the character just wants to line up and compete against the best Ironman in the country, and that's what his journey entails throughout the storyline. So it's a fictionalized version in a high concept opportunity, and the high concept is the kings of that were Bruckheimer and Simpson in the late 80s, aligning a marketing campaign with the storyline, working hand in hand, and their films, as I said, in the late 80s were some of the best on the big screen and making a lot of money. Now it's all about location. The Gold Coast, one of the most visually stunning places in the world, and this is an opportunity on the big screen to show it off in a high concept commercial formula, especially for the Chinese market, which is booming in Australia. So the subplot in the story, because he's an Iron Man competing, he's also a lifesaver, and so he does a rescue, and little does he know that he saves the life of one of the top Chinese businessmen on the coast who's over here overseeing something like the Jewel project. And through that he meets the daughter, and it's pretty much love at first sight. So the story then becomes a love story. She's just finishing up a 6-month study course at Bond University, and throughout the love story he's showing her all the locations of the Gold Coast, from the hinterland to the beaches, maybe even down to Byron Bay. We can basically pick the most scenic locations to shoot scenes on the coast. Now she can meet his family, his sister can work at the Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary, meaning we can feature all the animals, the koalas and kangaroos, and all the things we know that the international audience will love. Then she ends up at the end of the story wanting to stay and finishing her degree here. Of course, her family don't want that, but she wants to support him because he makes his dream come true in competing against the best of the best. We could have a mentor coach role by the greatest of all time in Trevor Hendy, and in a high concept casting situation, someone like Lincoln Lewis, who had big success with Bait 3D, and I can't think of one of the top actresses in China with a huge following that can guarantee box office when it opens. I'm sure they would all want to come to the Gold Coast and be a part of it. So location and time in the Commonwealth Games, the 53 countries that'll be represented, we can have marketing campaigns in each and premieres of the film. It's a massive win-win for the brand partners, Gold Coast Tourism, the government, Tourism Events Queensland, Screen Queensland, a co-production between Queensland and China, someone like the Wonder Group. It'd be super cheap for them. Of course, the big players in the international film scene at the moment is the Chinese, and I think it's perfect timing. I mean, Hollywood's going China at the moment, so you want to have Hollywood on the Gold Coast and have a Chinese co-production. Or if for some reason it doesn't work out, we can just swap the storyline and have it be about India and involve Bollywood. I mean, it's just as big, the industry over there, and there's no reason why one of the top young Indian actresses couldn't come over here and study at Bond in the exact same storyline and have it be a big success in India, who are part of the Commonwealth. So 2016, get the script ready. Next year, shoot it in production, and then launch it just before the Commonwealth Games. Put the Gold Coast on the big screen all around the world in the different countries that are going to be competing, especially through Asia, then have premieres in each of the countries in the Commonwealth Games. So visually enticing, an inspiring storyline, and commercially viable. It's been so long since the Coolangatta Gold on the big screen, so it's time to do it all again. Ironheart, a great project for the Gold Coast. Thanks for watching.